this video, I'm going to discuss about the only possible way that will help you in getting your result or in speaking English, that will help you to speak better, and that will give you assurance or permanent English learning result. Like you have tried everything and you are struggling from so many years, you are struggling with and you are struggling from a very long time, but you are not really fluent in English, you are not so good in English. Then what is the method that will help you to give you assurance of speaking English, that will help you in your English improvement? I'm going to discuss everything in this video, so you need to watch this video till the end. Okay, so first of all, I need to talk about something. Like, we humans, when we are motivated, we overdo something. I don't know it happens with you or not, but it happens with me. That's why I'm discussing about it here. Like, when we are motivated, when we are so motivated, we overdo everything. So when you are motivated to speak English, you overdo. You search so many videos on YouTube, you go through so many stuff in English, and you sometimes you just want to speak English, sometimes you read books, you do so many stuff of English, you go through so many videos at the same time, you read books at the same time, you listen to any podcast, and you think that I will just speak English, I will just learn English in 10 days, in just 5 days, and in just 15 days. And but this motivation doesn't last forever. This motivation comes for few time, and at the time you are motivated, you really don't do anything that is productive to you, that is help you in your English improvement, because you waste all your time in running behind all this stuff. You switch very often in this video, in that video, in listening, in writing, in reading. At the same time, when you are motivated enough to learn, you really not learn. You just run through. You run through so many things. You go across so many things at the same time when you are motivated, and this motivation like fade away in few hours or few days, and you again in the same situation, you are not getting your results. This is something that I want to share with you, and I don't know it happens with you or not, but it literally happens with me in so many things. I'm not only talking about speaking English, but it happens with you. Like, motivation comes, like when you are motivated, you really, you overdo, you are not so productive. Okay, you are not so productive at the same time when you are motivated. You really don't do productive things at the same time. Like, when you are motivated to learn English, you go through all the English stuff, but you really don't do something productive that will help you in your improvement. And the next thing that is stopping you from reaching your goal, and why are you not getting your results, that is, you are consuming more but you are creating less. Okay, you are giving everything, you are giving so many stuff to your mind. You are reading, you are writing, you are listening podcast, songs, you are giving enough time in listening, you are writing, you are reading, you are doing everything, but you are not speaking, and that is the main part. That is something really important that you are missing. You are doing everything but you are not speaking. You are consuming a lot of things, you are consuming so many English, you are giving so much English to your brain, but you are not creating it. You are not speaking English by your mouth. You are not giving practice to your speaking English. That's why all the things become uh, waste. All the things become a waste for you, because you are just giving into your head, you are just putting so many things into your head, but these things don't stay forever, they don't stay for long time, because you are not using them. You are just reading books, you are just writing, you are just listening, but you need to create something out of it. You just need to speak. If you are putting all those efforts to learn English, and you are doing all to speaking English, and if you are not actually speaking, then what is the benefit of it? There is no benefit of doing all the stuff, learning all the stuff, and listening, and Okay, there is no point of doing all this stuff unless you are not making something out of it. Okay, you need to speak. If you are doing all this stuff, you are putting all this stuff into your head, then you need to speak with your mouth. You need to do the practice of speaking. That's why it is going to work in your favor. Okay, you are consuming more but you are creating less. That's why you are not getting your results. Okay, so going through so many videos at the same time are not good thing for you. They are not going to work in your favor because you are just running through so many things. You are going through so many videos, but you are not following single one of them. You are not following anything from them. So don't switch so many ideas very often. Just stick for something at least for month, for like at least for month. Yeah, you need to stick to something at least for month, at least for 40 days, for 50 days. There is nothing that will help you. There is nothing that can make you fluent, that can make improvement in your speaking English in only 5 days, in only 10 days. All things are myth. Okay, it's a language, it's a skill, and it will take time like any other skill. So don't run. Okay, don't run, don't mess up into your head. Don't go through so many things at the same time. Okay, you need to create more than you consume. You are consuming so many things, but you are consuming so many things, but you need to create equal amount than you consume. Okay, you need to create more than you consume. That is the only way that will help you in your speaking English. Putting so many things, putting so many stuff in your mind is not going to work out in your favor. Like, just imagine that you are trying to learn, like you are learning driving, and you are just reading all the instruction without sitting on the driver's seat. You are never going to become a driver. We all know this thing. You are never going to become a driver unless you are not really putting your efforts into driving. You are really not sitting in the driver's seat. You are not really taking the handle in your hands, and you are not really driving the car. You are not going to become a driver unless you are not really putting your effort. Then how can you think that only reading instruction about English and only reading English will help you in speaking? Like, this is very funny. If you think this is a very funny thing, that you are reading, you are writing, and you are expecting to speak. The only way that will help you in your speaking, that is speaking. You have to speak with your mouth. You really need to speak with your mouth. All the stuff, everything is just a myth. You need to speak with your mouth. That is the only way that will help in your speaking English. No matter how hard it is now, no matter how uncomfortable you are with your speaking, no matter how nervous you are with your speaking. Everyone gets nervous, everyone get uncomfortable at the first time. And it's not only about English. In any other language, in any other skill, in any other new thing, we get uncomfortable, we get nervous. Things are not easy at the starting, but we have to do. Okay, so just face the discomfort, face the nervousness, but start speaking English. That this is the only way that will help you. Okay, this is all I want to share with you. You have to speak with your mouth in order to become fluent in English, in order to speak good English. There is no other way that is going to help you in your speaking English. You have to speak English. You need to face your discomfort, your fear, your nervousness. You have to overcome everything. You need to start speaking, and please start speaking right now.